Welcome to West Coast Wednesday here on Prospectors Radio with Kathleen Biffle, Rich Cooley, Scott Swiftwater Toney, Indiana Gold Hunter, Dennis Dayton, and your host, Tim Grimes. We hope you enjoy the show, and thanks again for listening.
All right, everybody, welcome back to another West Coast Wednesday here on Prospector Radio. I'm your host, Tim Grimes, and joining me tonight, as always, you know who they are. First off, we got Mr. Rich Cooley. What's happening, Rich?
Oh, not much. I'm at home tonight.
You're at home?
I'm at home. I took off work because of the snow. We got like 7 inches of snow and there's ice on the ground now, so I'm not driving in that. So
no, that's crazy, ain't it?
So I took tonight off.
That's us. It started out with a bunch of snow this morning, and then it turned to rain. Now it's like 39 degrees out there.
It was snowing 1 to 2 inches an hour here.
Oh, that must have been something like what it did here, because
yeah,
it was nuts.
It started at like 6:30, 7 o'clock, and snowed to about 12:30, 1 o'clock, and then turned to rain.
Yeah.
Then it dropped down to like 29 degrees, and then started freezing.
Oh, so. See, now here it warmed up instead of dropping down. It started raining, and it kept getting warmer and warmer. Now it's like 39 out there. It's like...
Yeah, I think it's starting to warm up a little bit here, but the ice is still down. So
it's goofy February-ass weather. I'm sorry. I'm over it, dude. This was it. This is enough after today.
It's like more. 32 right now. So.
Now, see, so it is warming up there, too.
Still freezing, yep.
Oh, my God, it's crazy. So you took you a snow day, did you?
Yeah, I basically took annual leave. Yeah, I took leave.
I don't blame you. You know, no sense going out there driving that ice if you don't have to, right? That's for sure. So what else is happening, Rich?
Not much. Getting ready to make some kielbasa this weekend.
Did you fix the smoker?
Yeah.
What was it?
It was something freaking simple.
What was it, dude?
Well, ambient temperature has a lot to do when you're smoking.
Okay.
I stored it in the garage, and I usually have the smoker door open. Mm-hmm. And that way, it's usually half decent warm in the garage.
Okay.
And I always wheeled it outside in 10, 15 degrees and fired it up, no problem.
Right.
But this time, I had the smoker door closed.
Okay.
That being, when I took it outside, it was still cold inside. Mm-hmm. And if it's below 40 degrees, it won't start. You'll get an air code.
Oh.
So after I already cooked it in the oven, about 2 hours into it, I basically found out by Googling that all I had to do was take a heat gun or hair dryer and blow in on that sensor and plugged it in, and it worked.
Yeah, it fired right up.
Yep.
Well, now you know. Good to know, though,
yep.
Right? I mean, heck. It's a great thing.
Oh, yeah, it was an easy fix.
Nice. Well, good. So you'll be back smoking again this weekend.
Yep. So I fired it up and tested it out, and it worked fine, so I'll be ready to go this weekend.
And this weekend you're doing kielbasa?
Kielbasa, yep.
Nice. I bet you're happy, aren't you? It's
oh,
all
yeah.
good.
Yeah, I was pretty ticked off because of that, and then I kicked myself in the butt because there was so many times that gave me hints that something was wrong. Because I was cleaning those sensors in there.
Right.
And I wiped my fingers on it. Well, of course, when I did that and plugged it back in, it came on. But then it went right back off. And I should have known right away, by the heat of your fingers on that thing warmed it up. All I had to do was warm it up. But it didn't. It just didn't kick in my brain, you know what I mean, until later on.
Right. Until after you read it. Then you're like, oh, crap, that makes sense now.
Yeah.
I knew he'd get it.
No, I figured it's just like you said with that silly error code that what it could be.
But
weird.
you know, when I went online, it said easy fix, and I was like, "What do you mean easy fix?" And sure enough, it doesn't fix.
It couldn't get no easier than that, could it? Warm it up.
Just take a heat gun.
Hey, Rich, have you looked at like old time smokers, like how they used to do it, like really old time ago?
Oh yeah.
That's crazy.
And I don't even know how they could even tell when something's done. They didn't have thermometers and stuff back in for meat. And
exactly.
They just, I guess, timed it or by the texture of the meat and tell if it's done or not.
Yeah, maybe timing. Who knows? It probably.
Well, I mean, that's like guys. Remember back in the day, they smoked, like in Alaska, they smoked fish.
Right.
Now, fish is a touchy subject. I mean, really, you could die from it. How did you know when it's done?
Pliability, probably.
Oh.
Pliable.
Well, I mean, they had the old like lean
season.
Yeah, they had the old lean-tos with the fire going and smoke going through it. But holy cow!
Right.
I guess it all depends on how dry you wanted it too. I mean, if it was real dry and broke apart, then you know it was too done.
Yeah.
But if it was still pliable, then you know it was okay.
No, that's just crazy.
But on dried stuff, do you reconstitute water when you cook it, or do you just no?
Well, it all depends on what you're doing. You have salt on it to cure it. So.
Okay.
It got me. I'm glad Rich is doing it.
I do the electric way. I don't do the old-fashioned way, so I'm not into that.
Right, the more modern ways.
Yeah.
This way it's done, it's cooked at the proper
checking internal temperature and
right.
There,
no chance of getting sick or something not done right. So that makes sense.
I got 3 thermometers, and every one of them isn't exactly the same, so I usually go try in between.
Sure.
One's always high, one's always low, and one's in the middle.
Right. So you just shoot in
between. I'll tell you what, I always trust a real thermometer. The one that's got the gauge that goes up.
What, a rectal thermometer?
I like the real one.
Never mind. You didn't hear that, did you, Scott?
Well, mercury's mercury. It works.
Oh, mercury thermometers. I love mercury thermometers.
Hell yeah, they work.
It's like a candy thermometer.
Yeah. Candy thermometer. Or, yeah. Yep. This is true. Or just one of them ones you just, like the restaurants use. That's probably what you're using, right, Rich? That you poke in the meat and it...
Yeah. It's basically electronics, yeah.
Yeah.
That's what I'm talking about.
Yeah.
One comes with the smoker, then I have a handheld one, and then I have another one that's electric.
Sure. Pretty cool, man. Well, excuse me, I'm yawning. Well, let us know how the kielbasa comes out, man, Sunday.
Yeah, I'm getting everything ready for gold season, so I'll be able to bring some samples along, and we'll be able to have some snacks.
Samples! Sweet. That'll be cool. Awesome, brother. Well, we're glad you're here tonight.
All right.
And you're here for the whole show, so that is better yet. So I'm sure we'll be hearing from you in a bit for sure, brother, right?
Okie dokie.
All right, Rich. Thanks, buddy. All right. Also joining us, we got our very own Miss Kathleen Biffle. What's happening, Kathleen?
Happy Hump Day.
It's Hump Day.
Oh.
I've literally been on the couch all day. Now that I think about it, I work at home, put the computer on the coffee table thing.
Oh, jeez.
It's like a computer stand, and now I'm doing the show on the couch.
On the couch. You have not left the couch.
And I'm still on my pajamas.
He's sporting the sofa. There ain't nothing wrong with that.
We woke up, and I didn't even expect the snow, and we had messages that school was canceled. I'm like, what? I look outside, and we just got dumped like 5 inches of snow.
See, that's what I did.
Yeah.
I got up, opened the blind, and said, what happened? What's going on here? This a joke?
I was like, man, well, I knew the East Coast was going to get hit, at least the people that I know that in the state of Delaware, they're like, oh, well, we're going to have a foot of snow, we're not coming in, and like, oh, okay.
Right.
But I didn't think Ohio was going to get any, and then when I looked outside, it was lightning and thundering as it was snowing.
That's weird.
Because I heard the loud rumble, I'm like, is that the snowplow? Like, no way.
That's craziness. You know?
Yeah. I'm telling you, it's really, really crazy weather.
Yeah, it has been, and what are we up to now? This is what, February 20th?
We are. It is February 20th. Yep.
It's time for this mess to be done.
Yeah, I'm pretty much sick of winter.
Right.
See, it's going to warm up, and then it'll get cold and snow again in March. So
Probably. But
there you have it.
I mean,
Weather by Shad.
right, and it usually snows St. Patrick's Day, which we'll accept that. It snows for the day, and it's gone. But
We'll be out tanning.
that's
Out.
enough, though.
We'll
Oh,
be out
yeah.
tanning
You will
St.
be.
Patrick's Again.
Yep. Let's hope. This has just gone on long enough. Mother Nature can just stop anytime she wants. I'm over
Yeah.
it. Done. No more. Man. So you guys... What, Kathleen? Go ahead,
What's
Kathleen.
that?
You was going to say something. I'm sorry.
Oh, no. It was just that, we're going to be tanning next month and this stuff, and that's really the only thing you can do right now. And tanning is questionable if you've got to make sure that you don't have ice in the creek where you have water.
True.
So we ran into that last Saturday when we went out.
Right.
It was just some spots were too icy, and then you had to break through
No.
to get what you wanted.
That makes it rough, don't it?
Yeah, but it's getting you outdoors
Right.
and off the couch.
You didn't even run your cleanup table today while you were sitting on the couch?
No, I was working.
Oh, okay. You
I
work
had to
from
still
home.
work,
I
but
gotcha.
I was on the couch.
I gotcha. But you
I was
just...
going to say, not even your table, your little goat cleaning table.
No, I was working.
Yeah, she had to work. She
I
worked
was-
from home. Okay.
I was on meetings, and they would be able to hear that.
Yeah, they'd hear the water trickling. Well, you could say
using
it's...
the bathroom?
You could say it's my indoor
Hey.
fountain, I guess.
You guys, you have a Jimbo's table, right?
I still have my Martin table, which I love. I never got a Jimbo.
Right?
No, none of us never got a Jimbo's table.
I think Dennis did.
You know what?
Did Dennis get one?
That's-
He might
I
have.
thought
Dennis
so.
got-
You got one, Scott?
No.
Oh, heck. Me neither.
You know, it's funny because I text like the last couple of days. I've texted Jimbo and he hasn't got back to me, so maybe his number's changed or whatever. But yeah, I don't know. I looked it up. I think online one time it said that they were not available at this time.
Oh, man.
So I hope he didn't quit because they were good tables. I liked them.
I wouldn't think he did.
Yeah, and you're right. Dennis does have one because Jimbo, remember, he put those different color bars in there so he could see that. The gold.
Oh, yeah. Okay.
Yeah.
Yeah, Dennis brought it over to our house once, and I don't know if we used it exclusively, but I saw the setup and with the colored lights and all.
Right. Yeah, I think you're right. Dennis does have one. Okay. At least one of us got one. Cool. So, man.
Well, I like, you know what, when we were in Vegas and stuff like that, I liked it too, and I was like, me and Lisa's like, well, should we pull the trigger, da-da-da? We're like, no way, because we don't know what we're going to find that we really need now. And that was the whole thing about Vegas, because we went there because we thought there was and there was everything of everything, but there was just something that, that wasn't there that wowed us. Like, we have to have it now.
Right.
Because of, you got to remember, because the seasons out here, one season can be dry, like right now, season can be wet, season can be dry. So you never know what you need.
No, you
And
don't. No, you don't. That's true. But Kathleen...
Yeah, the people that I work with in Arizona, they're already complaining, like, I've had to wear this winter coat for a week.
Oh, darn.
You poor thing.
Yeah, right. Do you feel bad for them? No.
Hey, Kathleen, here's a funny thing. Send them back. Hey, say, the question is, where do Arizonans go where it's too cold, when it's too cold?
Yeah.
Evidently, no.
Yeah. Exactly.
I don't know. Where do they go?
I'm just thinking Hawaii, because that's the only place I can think of.
Oh, I thought this was a joke.
Oh, I thought it was too.
No,
I was waiting on a punchline.
No, I mean seriously. When you live in Arizona, where do you go when it gets too cold?
All right.
I mean,
Like the Caribbean, maybe?
It sounds like a joke. Scott, come up with a punchline for that, because that sounds like a joke. You could.
I'm just saying, I've never heard anybody in Arizona go, I'm going to take a vacation somewhere else. I've never heard that. I'm just saying.
Live in paradise.
Right. Yeah. Where it's warm.
You got everything you need in the state. Why would you leave it?
Right. It's warm 365 days a year. You know.
You want some snow? Drive up north in the mountains.
Yeah.
If you want the desert, go down south.
Right. I mean, come on. How can you beat that? That's like.
I love that. You want some desert, hang a left,
That's
right?
right. If you want some snow, hang a right.
Yeah, okay.
You got the best of both worlds. When you're tired of it, just drive down the road and it's gone.
At least you got the sunshine, because here it's just gray.
Right. It is. Right. Gray, gloomy. Looks like a Tim
Now,
Burton
wait a minute.
novel.
Now, remember, you guys back there, you have the flowers, the trees.
We ain't got no flowers right now.
Nice.
The flowers are really nice.
Well, not right now, but when, that's your thing. When it comes up
Oh,
to,
yeah.
and then you get the 2 for 1.
What?
Because if you now listen, if you remember, everybody loves to see it when the leaves are brown and different colors. So that's when so you get you get 1 for living and you get 1 for dying.
But I don't
So you
want
get
to
like
see leaves turn.
you get 2 seasons like that.
Yeah, but when the leaves turn, winter's coming, so I don't even want to see that. But
I love autumn, though.
It
That is my
sucks.
favorite time of the year.
we need to be somewhere warm. Period.
Yeah.
Plain and simple. That's
Well,
all
we've got our countdown going.
All
so
right, cool. Well, what's the countdown till spring? How many days are we up to?
I think we're a month away.
Month?
Exactly.
Okay. Dang it.
You're exactly a month away from the spring.
1 month. Okay. All right.
We can do it.
So
I
what's
hope you zoom look at the
Hey,
groundhog.
but what do you think about that super moon? Did you guys see it?
I did not see it.
Oh, well, last night was allegedly the best night, but you could see it for 3 nights, and it was really super.
Did you charge your crystals?
Well, I did not, but I am going to do a little blurb tonight on the news. There's a story
Okay.
that I'm going to touch on. It actually could have been a fun fact,
Yeah.
but we didn't do the show last week.
Right.
I'm cramming a lot in
Okay.
this, so.
Okay.
So,
well,
Kathleen, did you get to see it actually, like just blinding you with light?
I was actually laying on my couch, looking up at the skylight, and I'm like, "What is that brightness?" like I felt like there was something shining on me, and I just happened to look up, and in the skylight, you could see it.
cool.
Well, last night, like I said, I got a skylight in my trailer, and it was like really. I was like walked outside, I opened up the door, I was like, "What the hell?"
Yeah, I bet it was really.
I bet. Yeah, in the desert, it'd be really cool. Yeah.
I bet you were like.
it was freaking shiny.
Nice. See. Very cool.
I thought Ben's light was on for a minute, and I opened the door. I was like, "Wow, that's the moon." I'm like, "Holy cow!" Because we kind of track the moon, that's the way light things go. We block different windows up and stuff like that. And it's really funny because this one's just come out of nowhere.
Nice.
It seems like.
There's essential oils that you can,
I was just getting ready to ask you, what
Moon.
oils are we doing tonight, Kathleen? What's the oils
Well,
for Wednesday?
They say, like, if you got a full moon, there's different scents you can use,
Right.
full effects, and rosemary is my scent of choice.
Oh, okay.
So it mixed with anything citrus is good, but
So
it
that's
basically stimulates your mind, where you make you make a decision and you're decisive and all kinds of good stuff with rosemary. They say that it helps hair loss too.
okay. So that's today's oil that you're doing?
Today's is the rosemary.
Rosemary. All right, everybody, you know the drill. If you want to purchase some of these fine essential oils, Shad's going to post that link in the chat room. And you can click it and go to Kathleen's site and purchase some rosemary oil.
Clarity and focus.
For clarity and focus. See, looky there. We'd all be clear and focused. See, there's the link.
What'd you say?
Thank you, Shad. Send some of that rosemary to Scott, would you, Kathleen? So he'd be...
I need folks.
He could rub it all over his head.
He could.
hair.
He could be like Focused Scott we'd have with us tonight.
So remember
Awesome.
that rosemary in your shampoo probably a good thing if
Cool.
you're looking to grow some hair.
Well, I'll have to get some myself, Scott. We'll both get us a bottle.
That don't work.
Interesting. So you got some news tonight, Kathleen?
I got some news,
Fun facts,
fun facts. Yep,
all the goodies.
all the goodies.
Nice. Well, we can't wait to hear them. And I want to thank you for joining us as always. And we'll be getting back to you here in a couple minutes, okay?
Okay.
All right. Thanks, Kathleen. Also joining us tonight, we got Mr. Local Events of Interest himself, Mr. Shad Biffle. What's going on?
Don't hurt yourself on that.
I know, I almost did. I was like, dang, I can't remember what we call it.
Yeah, you're way off. I'm trying to come up with something really, exciting.
I was trying to give you that intro you deserve, and I was just like, screw it. Local Events of Interest with Shad. That's what we got. So what's happening, buddy?
Oh, not too much, loving this weather in Ohio, obviously, and of course, Swiftwater is adamant that more is coming our way directly from Arizona, so we shall see.
Right. Mm-hmm. Yeah.
Can you say kapow?
Kapow. So what's been happening with you?
Not too much. Glad it's West Coast Wednesday, and 2 more days of the work week.
That's right.
So there we go. But I do feel I am happy that it is warmer here where we're at than in Arizona.
Nice.
Only because Donald Knox throughout this entire winter was always throwing up pictures of sunny Arizona, in the
During the
wintertime.
polar vortex.
Oh, yeah, that's right.
Look at our temperatures. Look what we do here. And,
Oh, yeah. Uh-huh. So you give him a little payback tonight, Shad?
right. So I'm not seeing one picture from him right now, obviously.
He's kind of being quiet. Oh, wait, there he is. He just said blah. He's being a little quiet tonight. He must have a chill. Oh, mercy. We're glad you're here, Shad. You got your local events of interest tonight?
Yes, I do.
Cool.
Got a few. Not too many, though.
Okay. Got any that Scott might be able to attend since he's not going to be mining?
He missed the gem show.
Oh, because he was
more.
That was probably because he was bike riding. He missed that. Yeah.
On his little,
skinny
little
jeans.
No, you'll have to wait and see what we have.
All right, cool, brother.
Interest.
I can't wait. And don't forget, we told everybody how they can post their birthdays, so you might be overloaded with birthdays now. I don't know. Yeah.
Well, there is a bunch today,
Mm-hmm.
and one for tomorrow's showing. I mean, granted, you got to keep in mind that list is only so long.
Right, that's the max.
Before it's cut off.
Yep.
So,
You're right. That is true. But nothing's been really happening, just work and trying to take it easy, huh?
Not much happening.
Morty has an ear infection.
Yeah, our dog Morton
Oh.
infection. One of the kids were sick, so
Oh, jeez.
Oh.
Still.
good times.
Oh, yeah. How'd you know the dog had an ear infection? You keep digging his ear and
Digging, shaking his head like a retard,
okay.
scratching at it.
oh, yeah, that's right.
It's kind of a light bulb that says
Yeah.
right.
there's something wrong. Either he's got an ear infection or he's got a bug in his ear or something, right? There is a problem here. Okay.
So we took him in and they checked him out. And it was kind of funny. We went to a new place, and the only reason we went to this new vet was because there was a coupon for the office visit was free. They get you.
Vet coupon.
So that was the only reason I took him to that one. It was like, this will save $50 to $70, and because they always throw in all the other charges for anything they do. Mm. Yeah. So I was getting one over on them, and then the whole time though they're like pushing some new little program they have where you pay $50 or $80 or $100 on 3 different plans to choose from for your dog.
Right.
And you pay it once a month, every month. And pretty much almost everything is covered, so you'll never have to pay for vaccines and all this other stuff.
Right.
I'm like, are you kidding? No.
With 5 dogs?
I'm like, we got 5. You really think I'm going to have to get I have to get a part-time job to do that.
Just to pay for dog insurance. That'd be like what it is. Yeah.
I have something kind of like that you can use.
Mm-hmm.
It's basically a credit card, but it's a little insurance.
It's a healthcare spending card for dogs.
Yeah, there you go.
Okay.
That makes sense.
It kind of does.
It's kind of nice.
Okay, that helps then, huh?
Yes.
Okay,
especially have this many.
Especially when you have 5. Yeah, you need a Groupon then, not a coupon. Well, how's he feeling now? Is he feeling better?
Well, we have to clean his ears out, obviously, every day. And then he's got medicated drops that go in both ears once a day for a week straight.
And that is a chore, let me tell you. With that big dog.
Uh-huh. Now that you mention it, I remember a long time ago we had a Rottweiler. She had an ear infection, and we had to do that. And when we'd put that stuff in and clean her ear, oh, my God, it smelled so bad. It was horrible. And then you'd have to stick a Kleenex in, dry it, and then put them drops in. Oh, geez. They just did not like it.
Nope.
But it helps them. You're right. You'll appreciate it when it's all gone. So, way to go. Good thing you caught it. So, Shad, I won't keep you. I'll let you go ahead and do your precious metal prices and your birthdays. I don't know if Scott wants to sing for you tonight or...
Well, I don't know. Let me think about it if I will allow it to happen.
Okay. All right.
I'll give him permission. Well, let me see.
That works.
First, let's look at our market prices for precious metals.
Okay.
Gold is up $1, closing at $1,341.
Uh-huh.
Yes. Silver is up 12 cents.
That's up.
At $16.07.
Nice.
Platinum's up $8 to $829.
Mm-hmm.
And guess what? Palladium is up $13 at $1,487.
Man.
That's climbing. Gold's looking great.
Uh-huh. Oh.
Amazing. Even rhodium's up $10 more at $2,645. That's a new high.
Oh, okay.
In the past 5 years, at least, probably longer. I think that's one of the highest prices it's been.
Oh, wow. Nice.
So,
But they're
records being set there.
They're all up again, though, like they was
Everything's
Sunday.
up.
Everything went up, and everything's still moving up. Like it.
Yeah, gold. You gotta love that gold. It's staying strong up there,
Mm-hmm.
so we'll see if it keeps moving up. Who
Heck
knows?
yeah. Oh, yeah. Very cool.
All right, so Scott, go ahead and sing "Happy Birthday," please. I'll allow it.
Scott.
Or did we lose him?
Scott.
Ready? Are you ready?
Oh, there he is.
Yeah, we're ready.
Yes.
Okay. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday to you. Happy birthday, dear
Everybody.
Happy birthday to you.
Oh,
You guys made our
man.
dog
Oh, my
bark.
goodness.
They got our
Amazing.
dogs all worked up, man. They're all like going nuts right now.
Awesome.
Very cute.
That was cool.
Not bad at all.
All right, well, thank you for singing. It's February 20th. We have Anton Bledsaw, Chris Wakefield, Corey Giles, Dane, Dean P. Foe, Douglas R. Clem, Frank D., Harry Krug, James, Jesse James, John Keel, Keith Stiers, Matt Price, Miles Stimek, Myron Meacham, I think that's how you say it, Nathan D., Raymond Lamaze, Tammy Ames, and Terry. And then tomorrow, all I can see is Gabriel England.
Oh.
So happy birthday.
One guy. Happy birthday to everybody.
Heck
That's
yeah.
right.
Very
So
cool.
now let me see here.
Yeah, who's paid?
Hey, is that a record? Could that actually be a record? One day, one guy's birthday?
Oh, no.
We had one day where it actually, we couldn't even see all the birthdays. It got cut off.
Yeah, that's what it is. It's just too many. Too many. All right,
Too many birthdays.
Who's paid?
Yeah, but I mean that's like the less that we've had, right? One birthday.
Well, we don't know yet until tomorrow, because with that long list, it might have kept
It
tomorrow's
cut some
people
off.
off.
Yeah, probably cut a bunch off.
Okay.
Right. Okay, whose page you highlighting tonight, Shad?
Oh, that's a tough one. Let me take a look here.
Jesse James? See if he tells you where the treasure's hidden at. Oh, that Confederate
All right,
gold.
we'll look at Jesse James. Okay,
All right.
he's from Oklahoma City, Oklahoma.
Of course.
Let me see. He likes to go dredging. He doesn't belong to any clubs. He found Gold Prospector Space through a web search, and he's been a member since 2015.
Okay.
Awesome.
Pretty
Welcome
cool.
and happy birthday.
Happy birthday, and yeah, definitely. Thanks for being here. Pretty cool.
And no posts on if he will tell us where the treasure
Tell
is.
us where the
so
treasure is? Okay. Oh, well. Didn't hurt to look, right?
that's right.
Never know. Could have been in.
But yep, I'm anxious to hear what Ramblin' Swifty has to say
I know.
tonight.
He's just got so much going on. I can't wait. But Shad, thank you for being here, Shad. If I can get Scott
welcome.
to stop. All right, last but not least, we got Gabby Cornbucks himself, Mr. Scott Swiftwater. Toney, what's happening, Scott?
Well, guess what? We ain't digging no gold.
You ain't digging no gold. You can go to some gold shows
No.
now, right? Some rock shows.
I know it.
You can
Man,
go all
it's-
over. The man in the
It's all
field.
bad.
I know. It sucks. But
Yeah.
nobody here is digging none either, so, we on date.
Well, I'm back here at the house tonight, and which was pretty cool because I get to follow the chat room a little bit closer because I actually have internet that works really quicker here. Yeah, and then but out in the goldfields right now, man, we're getting hammered, folks, and I'm just telling you, it's gonna come your way. I
It's
hope
not
you don't
coming
get what we're
this
gonna
way.
see, but
No. We don't say it's coming this way. It's going to turn and go the opposite direction, Scott.
well, everything comes from the west and goes to the east. I'm
Okay.
just saying.
Well, it's going to be some weird thing. It's going to spin around and go the opposite.
Yeah, it's probably going to be.
It
No,
is.
but they're expecting. Me and Ben. If anybody follows our Facebook, me or Ben's, my gold digger partner, and a lot of people do. But we've been, and this year has been rough.
Yeah.
I mean, last year, it was too dry. I come out of the gold fields and went back to work for the barbecue and opened a new store and got everything running. And you know what? It was pretty cool and stuff like this. This year, I really felt like I had a good chance of making a really good year this year. But man, the water and Mother Nature is not working with me this year.
Right.
It's banging me up. I mean, man, with just like we want water. Don't get me wrong,
Right.
but there's a difference between water and then we're not
Water.
walking across that creek.
Yeah.
It's. There's just been stuff we've seen. I'm like, this is phenomenal this year, and we've got a lot of water movement. And I'm not saying that it's a lot of gold movement because it's not that kind of flood yet. I mean, yeah, it does move gold particles and stuff like that. But if anybody's thinking that, it's moving nuggets because it's raining, that's not happening.
Okay.
So
Excuse me.
yeah, always keep that in your mind if you guys come out to Arizona. I'm just saying.
Mhm.
But what's really cool is because my stuff, again, I put it up high, folks. I'm telling you, I put it up high,
Right.
and I still had about 1 inch of water get to my motors and my box and my hoses and stuff.
Oh, jeez.
And, well, luckily it just, the holes that we had there just got buried in the, what we call fluff sand, the old white, just typical sand.
Uh-huh.
It just blows in anything. So we were able to pull that out. I was like, I was so worried about my motors, because my motors are pretty important. That's the kind of the backbone of the whole operation. But I pulled them and got them. They actually started, and one ran kind of so-so, so I think maybe there could be a little bit of water in the float bowl, so I'll just empty that out tomorrow and change the oil and figure out what's going on. And then there's the other motor, which is my what we call the spray bar motor. It started and ran fine. So I was like, you know what? They got a little water on them, but they weren't so bad that they were, underwater. Like they're not going to run anymore.
Right.
So I got extremely lucky again because we knew the rain was coming. And usually when we see the weather and they say, okay, this is how much coming, we know where it's going to go. Well, we put stuff up extra high just in case snow and, melt, everything like that coming down. We put everything. It still got to it.
Oh, wow.
So, yeah. It's ridiculous.
It is.
Yeah.
But that's the joys, right? I mean...
Hey, that's what they call mining. But what's really cool is because down on our claim, and I'm looking for boxes now because I found 2 hoses which had great freaking clamps in it. Oh man, I can use those. That's awesome.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, well, see, we don't know where they come from. They could come from clear down from Turkey Creek, clear down to where we are.
Right.
And yeah, it's funny because we found miner stuff before on the claim, and we're like, where did that come from?
That's crazy. Yeah, you never know what'll wash down, do you?
What's that?
You never know what'll wash down, do you?
No, this, like I said, the water, it's phenomenal. I can't wait to, you know what, I hope to get a video this weekend of when that thing is really flowing. And then you guys have seen videos on YouTube of me actually standing in the same creek.
Okay.
And if you put 2 together, you're like, holy cow. It's crazy power.
That's nuts.
You can feel it. It's phenomenal because you can actually, on the big floods like that, and it's just wild because you can feel it in your feet, like the boulders, like boom, boom, bang, crash into. You can feel it, and you're like, wow, this is like phenomenal. Now I see how the gold gets moved. But yeah, it's just
Oh,
we'll
cool.
get. I hope to show you. I hope to get to show you.
Oh yeah, we
That's
hope so.
I
brother.
hope to.
Well, cool, and we're glad you're here tonight. You doing anything tonight on the show, or you just gonna do you?
Well, I was gonna, I could do a little bit about water safety and stuff like that. I'm gonna I want to kind of pinpoint because I've had about 1, 2, 3, 4.5, I would say, of somebody. They've been out prospecting, and they were talking about they've been moving their stuff up because the floods are coming, and I wouldn't mind, pecking on that pinpoint of the water, because if anybody's followed my post or any of my videos that you see me get flooded out, it's a dangerous thing if you're going to leave your stuff out. So I just want to kind of pinpoint on that. But other than that, we're going to have fun, I hope.
Oh, yeah, we always do. All right, well, Scott, thank you for being here then, and, we're glad you're here as always. So let's take a real quick break, come back with some dredging up the news and all that good stuff. So we'll be right back, everybody.
Do you like to mine for gold? Enjoy prospecting a nice crack in the bedrock? Enjoy getting outdoors to camp, fish, hunt, and hike on your public lands? You plan your trip, load the gear, grab the dog, put the family in the truck, and drive off to a locked gate. A sign says you cannot enter or access your own public lands. Mining claims and public land owned by we the people are being designated as off limits by our own government every single day. Are you concerned about the direction our government is going? Are you tired of seeing no access, no entry signs on your lands? We are, and we are fighting back. We are AMRA, America Mining Rights Association, the fastest growing small mining advocacy association in America. AMRA is a 501c3 not-for-profit formed by miners, hunters, off-roaders, retired military men, and women to stop the insanity. AMRA was formed to educate, unite, and help the small miners and public land users on their rights given to us by God. Do you want access to great mining claims? For a small tax-deductible donation to their Miners Legal Fund, your family gains access to proven excellent mining claims across America for an entire year. AMRA challenges the USFS, BLM, EPA, and the other agencies intent upon stopping you from enjoying your own lands. You are who pays these people's wages. It is time they listen to us. We need to unite. And that is what AMRA is doing. As you sit here right now, thousands of acres of public lands are being closed, locked, and blocked from use by you. Are you fed up yet? Join us. Get in on this fight and let's restore America to what our families fought and died for. Freedom. Just visit AmericanMiningRights.com. AmericanMiningRights.com. Also, check us out on Facebook at American Mining Rights Association. AmericanMiningRights.com.
It is time for Dredging Up the News with Kathleen Biffle. Mining news from around the globe, metal detecting, dredging, entertainment news, and fun facts as well. Here's Kathleen.
All right, everybody. It is February 20th, and is this our last Wednesday show?
Oh.
We have next week.
I think we got one more, yeah. Yeah.
I forget. February is a short month.
28 days, right, this month?
Yep, this month.
All right.
All right, I'll start off with this story.
Okay.
Federal prosecutors have formally charged a fugitive in the 2015 highway robbery of 10 gold bars, and this was worth $5 million. The U.S. Attorney's Office in Miami announced last Thursday that Pedro Santa Maria, he's 56 years old, he's been indicted on robbery and gun charges. The FBI is offering up to $10,000 for information leading to his arrest and conviction. This guy, his name is Santa Maria, along with Alberto Perez and Roberto Cabrera, they caused noxious fumes to fill the cabin of a Trans Value Incorporated truck. This truck was transporting gold bars from Miami to Boston. The armed robbers removed and they bound the employees who were driving the truck.
Uh-huh.
So what they did was they waited until they stopped the truck to get out of there because of the fumes. And evidently they also put pepper spray in there to make them exit the truck. So,
jeez.
So he is on the run still, from what I understand, and they are offering $10,000 reward if you know anything about his whereabouts.
Okay.
But it was an interesting story, not only with the robbery itself. So look it up; it's pretty cool.
Okay, will do.
Oh yeah, I did. They still haven't recovered all of this gold that they stole.
Right.
Evidently, some of it was melted down in jewelry.
Oh, God.
It was like $1.2 million of it out in jewelry.
So he melded the bars down to make jewelry?
Yeah, he did have one gold bar he tried to take to a pawn shop.
Oh, my God.
Yeah. And the pawnbroker basically was suspicious, and there was an off-duty police officer
Oh, my God.
who was working nearby, and that's how they got that. They confiscated that gold bar.
I
But
mean, somebody walks in with a gold bar, it's just
Yeah.
all these bells go off in your head.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Lottery tickets.
Yeah. If you got that, you don't need to be pawning it. Jesus God.
Exactly.
You're nuts.
And that's in Florida. So if you're in the area and you see this guy, turn him in.
Get you a reward. Heck yeah.
Also in Florida, here's another theft. This one was a what they call a smash and grab. It was at a jewelry store,
Uh-huh.
little family jewelry store.
Okay.
The bandit smashed his way into the Cooley shopping center, this jewelry store there. He took a hammer and just took thousands of dollars worth of gold chains.
Oh, jeez.
However, not everything went according to plan. In his rush to flee, he left a trail of gold necklaces behind, dropping most of them to make his getaway. So on Tuesday, residents scooped up the jewelry from nearby streets, and they returned it to the family.
Awesome.
It's a little family-owned business, and I guess this is the first time that this business has been robbed in this year. So it's probably the same folks. But
Probably. Wow. Well, at least they got it returned. That's
they
what's
got,
cool.
yeah.
That's good. Jeez.
That's crazy.
It is.
All right, so another local store, well, not local, but stateside. This one actually was an interesting article I came across. It was written by Jamie Hale, and it was in the Oregonian, Oregon Live
Uh-huh.
publication. It's a good story, but the way it was written was kind of biased, but I'll read it to some of it too.
Okay.
Some of it I'm reading, but some of it I'm not.
Okay.
What? Why are you laughing? Trying to throw me off.
I do no such thing.
Trying to throw you off your game.
Okay. Anyway, there's a giant gold dredge that's now become a tourist attraction in eastern Oregon. So the writer of this article actually used the term giant gold mining machine.
Wow.
Well, it is a dredge, one of the large bucket line dredges
Okay.
that you see in like Alaska and stuff. But
Yeah.
it's open for tours. Now here are the words of the writer.
Okay.
And I'm going to read this. For decades, the massive gold mining machine tore up a patch of eastern Oregon, extracting millions of dollars worth of gold. But today it stands as a relic of the past, maintained to show tourists another face of the gold rush. So it tore up.
They tore it up. That's what
Tore it up.
Nice writing there.
So anyway, this
Hey, I'm
mining
just saying, Toney Beach is going to buy that one next.
Probably.
probably. Well, no, this is all restored. It's located at the Sumter Valley Gold Dredge State Heritage Museum. I guess it's like an area.
So it's all restored. Let's put some fuel in that baby and get it running.
Tear it up some more.
That'll scare the crap out of the lefties there.
You know, that would be awesome.
Tear it up.
Yeah.
But,
Tear it
Show
up.
how to tear it up.
Yeah.
Yeah.
it was this place is located about 30 miles west of Baker City, and it's in the town of Sumter.
Oh.
You can take a tour through the big dredge. It stands several stories tall. It's about 120 feet long. It's got 72 buckets weighing about a ton each. The dredge requires 3 people just to operate it, but it does have a it did have a crew of 17 in its day for maintenance.
Uh-huh.
So I'm going to switch back again to the writer's words.
Writer's words. Okay.
The machine worked by using its long arm of giant buckets like teeth on a chainsaw to dig up the earth and feed it into the machine to be processed. The gold was retained in the waste, known as tailings, was spewed out the back.
Spewed.
The whole operation took place in shallow pond water, which moved with the machine as it crawled across the land. So dramatic.
God, Jesus.
If you
That was really good how you read it. That was really good.
It's so dramatic, but anyway, this mine or this dredge was built in Sumter between 1913 and in 1954. It stopped mining. In 1971, the Sumter Valley Gold Dredge was added to the National Register of Historic Places. 20 years later, it was purchased by a public land trust and private individuals who did restore the machine, the dredge, to display. So, pretty cool. It's become a tourist attraction, and in 2018, the state park attracted more than 121,000 visitors.
Right. It's cool that it's...
Cool. I like to walk through that.
I would too. It's cool that they've restored it, and it's available for tourists. That's pretty neat. Mm-hmm.
That reporter who wrote it, I know he was trying to make it sound like how horrible of a machine. He actually made it sound pretty cool.
Yeah, he did. He was like, ooh, that is a cool machine.
Mining machine.
It tears it up like a chainsaw.
Ripping through the
one.
I like it.
I thought that was interesting.
It was. That's cool.
All right. So we mentioned the supermoon earlier. It's actually called the super snow moon, if any of you saw it. It peaked at 10:53 a.m. Eastern Standard Time on the 19th, but you could still see it if you looked up. It did appear to be, a big bright moon. But anyway, you should be prepared to feel some serious energy from this. Hopefully, got to energize your creativity and your self-confidence this week. Mainly, you could definitely charge your crystals at this time. Would be a good time. Yeah. The moon is actually at the closest point to the Earth in its orbit, and they're known as supermoons, and they are brighter, and they appear to be larger than regular full moons. And February is actually the brightest supermoon that we're going to see all year.
Oh, okay.
It's also known as the Virgo full moon. Mm-hmm. Got magnetic energy that it'll affect the tides of the ocean and all that good stuff. Many people will feel restless during this time or have trouble sleeping. So my insomnia was crazy. I mean, my sleep patterns are crazy this last few days.
Right.
So now's the time, though, to let go of your burdens and fill your surroundings with positive energy. Isn't that cool?
That is pretty cool. So get those crystals ready, right?
Yes. And here's an interesting little blurb. I guess it could be a fun fact, but I truly believe that your gemstones will pick you with whatever you need, because each one has its own little magical properties, I guess. Mm-hmm. So it just so happened that I felt the need to switch out my gemstone ring that I've been wearing, and I picked up a pearl ring that I had never worn yet. It was actually a vintage gift from my mom. Oh. She's always picking up. She has a good eye for. She likes gemstones. My mother. So
that's cool.
I guess the apple didn't fall far from the tree.
No, it did.
But anyway, she picked it up at I forget where. Maybe even a thrift store. Who knows? But it is a beautiful pearl ring, and I just never worn pearl before, I was like, I don't know. But anyway, I happened to come across, as I was reading these articles, that stated this gemstone is most related to the moon.
Really?
Mm-hmm. What a coincidence.
Why?
Yes. Well... it kind of looks like the moon if you look at it.
Right, exactly. For that reason, sure.
Anyway, some of the positive things that a pearl wearer could keep in mind, that if they're suffering from like tension, indecisiveness, depression, or any kind of instability, they say that the pearl is an attractive gemstone to wear because it helps with that. Okay. It's recommended for those who get angry easily and lose their temper. It removes... Shad's being a smarty. It removes any ill effects if the moon creates any for the person. It strengthens your mind, helps you with insomnia, does all kinds of things with memory and brain power. So,
okay,
pretty cool.
That is pretty cool. So,
I just wanted to share that story.
Another thing I just like to throw in there, just because I know a little bit about that pearl, but it takes a cycle. I think there's like rings on a pearl, how it gets made.
Yeah,
and it goes by the moon cycles as well. So it gets bigger as the cycle, because they build it. They build it on a grain of sand,
right?
And then they just start building onto it, like almost like bone, I guess. You know?
Yeah, it's like a little growth, because if you get farmed pearls, what they do is they will deliberately introduce a foreign substance in the oyster. So that's what creates the hard shell around that substance, because it's kind of like the oyster's way of treating an infection, if you will. So that's what creates pearls, and they're really beautiful. I've never really thought of wearing one.
They're cheaters.
Yeah, but you can get the ones that happen in nature are the most expensive.
Sure.
You know?
Hey, do you know how to tell a real pearl from a fake pearl?
Yes, I do. If you take a real pearl and you scrape it on your teeth, it will actually feel grainy. And then if you look at the pearl, there'll be like some kind of dust that's on top. And it's a real pearl, you can just kind of brush it away, and it won't have a scratch. But if you have a fake pearl and you bite it with your teeth or scrape it with your teeth, it will not go away, and you'll just have a scratch.
Oh.
Yeah.
Okay.
One's grainy and one's not. That's how I learned it too.
Yep.
All right.
Yep. And they say that it also helps harmony between a husband and wife.
Very cool.
No more fighting here.
That's right. Not sporting them pearls.
Thank God for a gemstone.
God for pearls.
All right. So we'll go to global news now.
All right.
I have one story.
Okay.
Well, one that morphed into two, but here we go.
Gotcha.
It seems like there was a lot of these stories, too, out there, and it's really unfortunate. But the bodies of 24 gold miners have been recovered from a flooded mine in Zimbabwe. Rescuers have pulled out 8 survivors who have been trapped underground. Around 70 workers are feared still trapped. Authorities said that the accident happened after shafts in underground tunnels where illegal mining activity was taking place. It got flooded by water from a burst dam, and this was on last Tuesday. The survivors were rescued last Saturday at the mine, and it was located 90 miles southwest of their capital of Harare.
Oh, jeez.
Yeah, so that's just one of many stories that I came across about deaths from illegal mining activity globally. There was another one in Liberia, I'll mention, where 60 miners. This story was kind of interesting because it's kind of like a resistance kind of thing. But there were 60 miners. They were armed. They were arrested at an illegal gold mine in northeastern Liberia. And they arrested there where 40 people remained trapped still in a collapsed pit. Some of the illegal miners were in possession of what was called a Guinean-made shotgun. I don't know what that is, or why that was important, but it was in the article, so I thought I would mention it. Basically, the illegal miners down there are armed because they do fear that the government wants to shut down their operations.
Right.
And the more it's crazy out there with illegal mining and what happened. So very dangerous.
Oh, that's crazy, though, ain't it?
Yeah, but there were a lot of those in global stories. But I will turn it over to Shad for local events of interest.
All right.
Well,
Take it away.
Thank you, Kathleen. Gotta love the news.
Oh, yeah.
All right, so here's your local events of interest. But first, let's check out what's on the event area on goldprospectorspace.com.
All right.
Have a few. I'm only going to do the ones through April.
Okay.
There was one entered in for November, but we have time for that later.
Yes.
All right, so March 9th through the 10th is the Fresno, California GPAA Gold Show. an outdoor show. Joe Stasakonis, a member, has posted that and the details there for that show. March 16th through the 17th, 9 a.m. to 4 p.m. It's the Indiana Gold Prospectors outing in the Morgan Monroe State Forest in Indiana. Thomas Pennyweight folks posted the details there. April 12th through the 14th, the Golden Spike Event Center is the rock and mineral show known as Gemstone Junction. And this one's organized by Diane Collins, it looks like. I think they put that name in there. But you can contact Matt Hayes for more information there. And that's in Ogden, Utah.
Okay.
So exciting there. April...
It's Gemstone Junction.
Gemstone Junction. Another one by is the Wasatch Gem Society coming at you April 19th through the 21st in Salt Lake City. Oh, wait, hang on. South Jordan, Utah. Excuse me on that one. So that one's another gym show, it looks like. And then the last one for April 27th through the 28th, another one by the Indiana Gold Prospectors. The Owen Putnam State Forest, they have an outing out there, and that's located near the town of Spencer, Indiana. Okay. And you can contact Thomas Pennyweight folks for more information.
Nice.
So cool. Keep adding them there.
Keep adding them, yeah.
Outings, events, or know of some local shows in your areas. It's good to let everybody on the site know.
Oh, heck yeah.
And I'll announce it on Wednesday.
Yep.
All right. So here we have the first one is the 4th annual Amador County Day. You really did this on purpose. No wonder she wanted to.
It's the 4th annual Amador County Day.
There's no comma after this. Saturday, March 2nd at the Kennedy Gold Mine. Doors open at 9:30 a.m., closed at 3 p.m. And guess what? If you live in Amador County, it's free to all visitors. You know, a state would have been nice on this one.
Yeah, where is Amador County? I was curious.
No, it's not, but you get to... if you live in Amador County, you'll know about this.
Yeah, you'll know, right.
Time, discover the historic Kennedy Mine. Guided trail walks will be available. Hear about the geology and history of the Kennedy Mine. And you can later visit the Kennedy Mining Archive and look at original records, maps, photos of the mine. This year, they are featuring the Amador Sawmill and Mining Association, known as ASMA, who will be giving a live demonstration of their steam yarding donkey, weather permitting.
In California.
All right, this is in California. Cool. The steam yarding donkey is the common nickname for a steam-powered winch or logging engine, widely used in past logging operations, though not limited to logging.
Okay.
Interesting. You're able to see exhibits for free. The gold painting experience is $8.50 if you book online, $9 the day of the event, and you're guaranteed to take home a sample of gold. They will also have deep pit barbecue lunch, choice of beef or pork, includes chips or potato salad, and a tasty beverage to wash it all down. $6.50 if you book now, but 7 days is at the day of the event.
$7.
$7, yeah. $7. So save your 50 cents and book now.
It now.
For your lunch and ticket.
Oh, my goodness.
All right. So in March 15th, it's the 31st annual Apache Leap Mining Festival in Superior, Arizona. This will be presented by the Superior Chamber of Commerce and kicks off on Main Street with carnival, vendor, music, and Friday night miners rock and roll theme. Sweet. This year they celebrate and honor the hard rock miners that worked in the smelter. And Toney Swiftwater's funny thing is the Chihuahua races and a string of great entertainment will be performing throughout the event.
God, you need to go see that.
Yeah, I want you to put some money on some Chihuahuas.
It's in Superior.
That's right. We need you there.
Just the crow flies. But you can learn about many types of mining from the mine companies anxious to share information and probably hire people. Westland Resources presents the history of the smelter, a fascinating show describing the process of mining in the past. Speakers will also share mining stories of the area, and this is March 15th through the 17th in Superior, Arizona. And the hours are on Friday night, 5 to 11 p.m., Saturday, 10 a.m. to 11 p.m., and Sunday, 11 a.m. to 5 p.m.
Oh, okay.
All right,
Sounds
March
fun.
23rd through the 24th.
I haven't heard of those, so I don't know.
You haven't? How dare you? Well, now you can go check it out.
In Superior?
That's right.
I guess.
It's like two crows fly.
Two crows.
All right. On March 23rd to the 24th, is the GPA Golden Treasure Show in Puyallup, Washington. I don't know if I said that. It's Puyallup.
Is it Polyup? Polyup.
Puyallup.
Poly-
I don't know.
Polyup.
But this one is 10 a.m. on Saturday is when it opens, as well as on Sunday, and ends at 4 p.m. Pacific time. And that's at the Washington State Fair Event Center on 9th Avenue Southwest.
Uh-huh.
So check that out if you're in the area.
Yeah, cool.
All right, so we'll move on now. Poo all up.
Pull up. Pull up.
That's so tough.
Hey,
Right?
you know what? Just kind of a thing, Chad. Do you know the state fair? Do you think? I mean, just to say it to you, do you think state fairs changed since you were a kid till now? Because I think they have.
I don't go to them anymore.
Well, yeah, now they're
No?
making a lot of money, man. You could go to state fairs for next to nothing and ride all day and have fun, and now they nickel and dime every little thing for you.
And people die at ours.
Yeah.
A
Yeah.
whole bunch of people killed, lost some
People
arms,
die at the fair.
It was a ride. It was scary.
so we don't do that.
No.
But hey, thanks for getting us off topic.
Yep. Yep.
Oh, I'm sorry.
All right, well, last one here, and we're going global. And this is the last time I'll be able to announce this one. This is in New South Wales, Australia. Come along for a great day out at the inaugural Camden Kristen Festival, and that's February 24th through the 25th at the Camden Civic Centre in Oxley Street in Camden, New South Wales, Australia. Australia's best traders and dealers all in one place. There'll be precious gemstones, crystals, fossils, jewelry, Australian geology, and lots more. Purchase your tickets at the gate, $5 for adults. Children under 12 are free. Sorry, no concessions, so bring your own beer. Good day, mate.
Bring your
No
Fosters.
shrimp on the barbie.
Nope, you got to bring your Fosters.
Yeah. Foster's, Australian for beer.
That's right.
But that's it for your local events of interest. And
Brought to you by Foster's Beer.
That's right.
although we are not paid,
I couldn't hold it.
do they even have that still?
I
don't know.
think so. Like you said, it's Australian for beer.
All right, let's go back to Kathleen for her fun facts.
Alrighty.
Take it away.
Okay, let's take it away. All right, so we missed last week's show. It was the Valentine's show.
Oh, yeah.
Lucky you.
Yeah.
Gonna hear all about it now.
Yep. Darn, we missed it.
So, yeah, I had wanted to do a Valentine's
Aw,
thing,
sorry,
like I
Kathleen.
do every year.
Sorry.
But these I did cover in previous years. And speaking of which, I happened to look back in my archives, and I've been doing this segment for a little over 2 years now. Can you believe that?
Yeah, wow.
My first segment was November 2016.
Wow. Time
Isn't that
flies.
crazy? Time flies. Let me tell you. Anyway. So, Valentine's Day. Spending for this annual celebration amounts in the U.S. to it's like $18.2 billion in 2017.
Jeez.
And this is according to the National Retail Federation. Isn't that crazy?
It is. Hallmark holiday. Right there.
Yeah, I mean, people really do some crazy things. Going out to dinner for Valentine's is basically the busiest time for a restaurant.
Oh, I bet.
But this British luxury retail site called Very First To is offering what has to be the most expensive Valentine's Day dinner in history.
Uh-oh.
British chef Adam Simons he'll go to one lucky couple's home. He'll cook an 8-course menu, and the price tag, it's worth like $99,000.
What?
Yeah. Well, that's what it converts to. They did give me the British pounds, but I converted it.
Why is it so dang much?
Well, I'm about to tell you.
I'm sneezing. Oh.
So what kinds of things are on this menu? Well, you can have Almas white caviar. The price tag for that is $4,891.
Okay.
It also will have spring white truffles.
Yeah.
That price tag is $1,630.
Okay.
You can have gold leaf. They're going to have gold leaf on your food. That is $3,260.
Okay.
Silk leaf also will be used in this meal for $1,304.
Jeez.
They are also going to use amethyst bamboo salt.
What?
It equates to $3,261, and that's just for the salt. And if you're wondering what amethyst bamboo salt, it's basically the most expensive salt, obviously. I don't know.
It's still salt.
I've never had it, so I don't know.
No, me neither.
But how about that wine list? Well, they're boasting that the wine list there'll be a $27,000 bottle of wine.
No, jeez.
It's La Romani Conti. That's the name of the wine. I've never had it, but it's worth $27,000 a bottle.
It don't come in a box?
No box.
No. Oh, darn.
No box. There's going to be oysters there.
Okay.
But the oysters will have South Sea pearls inside them.
Oh, jeez.
Those are worth $9,700. And that's just to name a few things on the menu.
Oh, wow. What a menu. Yeah, that's nuts, ain't it? Gosh. Crazy.
Yeah, that's gluttony.
That is. That's just like, really?
You know, I couldn't do that.
No, who needs it?
Although the pearl would have been cool.
That would be. I'd like to try the salt, honestly.
The salt, okay, yeah.
I would. I'd love to try the salt. Just.
And it's amethyst, so I don't know. If
Does
it's
it
like
taste
salt?
like salt, or does it taste like nothing?
I don't know. If anybody out there has ever tried
Yeah, please let us know.
bamboo salt, let us know.
Send us a sample, please. I'd love to try.
I've tried pink salt.
Yeah, I've done the pink salt before. But,
Oh, no.
But not that. That sounds interesting.
So that's like a fun fact about some of the money that goes into Valentine's Day. But did you know that this lovers' holiday traces its roots back to a Roman festival where a man would strip naked, he'd grab a goat or dog in the whips, not the dog.
Oh, jeez.
and they would spank young maidens with the hope of increasing their fertility.
Oh,
This annual pagan celebration is called Lupercalia,
oh my God.
and it was held every year on February 15th, and it was remained widely popular. It remained widely popular until the 5th century A.D. So very interesting. Oh, and I guess after they do all the whipping,
Yeah, then what?
the men would select a woman's name at random and decide who would remain together for the rest of the festival,
Oh, jeez.
or if the match was successful for life.
Mm.
There's a chance that you can meet your significant other for life at
It's
this
just
festival.
kind of a little odd, if you ask me. But
Yeah, it was a pagan celebration originally, and then the church pegged the festival later on, and this is according to a story out there in the 3rd century A.D. Roman Emperor Claudius II wanted to bolster his army up. So he forbade young men to get married, to keep them fighting.
Right.
So they were not allowed to get married. Well, St. Valentine of Toney, he's actually been secretly officiating weddings for these soldiers against the emperor's wishes. So for his defiance, Valentine was executed, and he was executed on February 14th, 270 A.D.
Oh, okay.
That's another, they think that kind of worked up on this holiday hype that we got today.
Right.
But here's an interesting tidbit. The first Valentine's card was sent in 1415.
Oh, wow.
It was sent from Francis, Duke of Orleans, to his wife.
Uh-huh.
And he was a prisoner in the Tower of London. But anyway, that was known as the first Valentine's card.
That's interesting.
There's a lot of other crazy things for Valentine's Day, but I'll mention a couple here that I didn't really know.
Okay.
Like, why do we draw hearts on Valentine's Day? And why do they look like the way they do? Because if you were to draw a real heart,
yeah,
it's a big bump. So the shape that we're more familiar with is a lot easier to draw, but no one really knows the origin of the heart shape for sure. But what they think it is that it resembles a plant leaf, which is now extinct. It's called silphium. It was found in the African city-state of Cyrene. The plant was used as food, coloring, cough syrup, and most notably a contraceptive.
Huh.
The shape association...
Really?
Yeah. So, associating the heart-shaped leaves with you-know-what, eventually
Wait,
into
food coloring and a contraceptive?
Uh-huh. Nailed it.
Syrup.
Cough syrup, too. Don't forget that.
Oh, really?
Yeah.
That's a
Well,
win.
there's some
That's a
feral
win.
guys around that camp.
No, that's a win-win is what that is, Scott.
So anyway, they think that's how the heart shape came about, to represent love and all that other stuff.
Got it. Oh my God.
Why do we
phenomenal.
sign things with X's to represent kisses?
I don't
Well,
know.
the practice of using an X grew out of the medieval practice of letting those who could not write mark documents with an X.
Okay.
And that was their name.
Oh, that's right.
This was
Okay.
done in the presence of witnesses, and a kiss would then be given upon the X to show that they were sincere. So then the X became the synonymous symbol for kisses. X's and O's, hugs and kisses.
Yeah. Okay. I got you.
Now,
So does that mean when the note come back it had an O on it?
I don't know. They would seal it with a kiss, I guess. I guess that's where that.
I mean, think about that though. If you thought about it, they put an X on it, and because it's X and O's, you would think that when it come back, it would be an O, right?
Maybe.
I don't know. Maybe.
Or it would come back with a bunch of lines. And
Deep in the mind of
tic-tac-toe.
Kathleen Biffle.
No,
Isn't that crazy?
it is. That's
No, it
some
is
weird
kinda-
stuff.
It is nuts.
And I'll end with the last story, a quick little blurb. It's about chocolate, of course. We can't forget about chocolate on Valentine's Day.
Nope.
Interesting story, and I learned something new. Domingo Ghirardelli, he founded what is now the famous Ghirardelli Chocolate Company in San Francisco, and he founded it in 1852.
Okay.
He has a very colorful family history, too. There was a lot more to the article, but his roots can be traced back to the gold rush.
Oh.
He was actually born in Rapallo, Italy. This is near Genoa, where he studied as an apprentice in a candy shop. He lived there until war broke out, and then they moved to South America for a short stint.
Uh-huh.
Well, the discovery of gold at Sutter's Mill in 1849 inspired him to move to California. So after being there and trying to prospect, he realized, this kind of goes along with Rich's stories on Sunday, he realized that the business was not in prospecting. That the business was selling provisions to miners, and he opened a general store in Stockton and another in San Francisco. However, those were both destroyed by fire, and he rebounded when he opened a candy store, which later developed into the Ghirardelli Chocolate Company.
I'll be darned. That's pretty cool.
So I didn't know that. I thought that was kind of neat to trace that back.
It's kind of neat that it traces back to the gold rush. That's cool.
Yeah.
I knew there was a reason I like those Ghirardelli chocolates.
Oh, I love those.
They are good, aren't they?
I had chocolate right now.
With the caramel in them. Oh, my God, they're so good.
It's the dark chocolate.
Oh, yeah, I'd like to have a pack of them. Right?
And those truffles the round things.
Oh, yeah. Yeah. Oh, see?
Okay, now I'm hungry.
Yep. There's the Ghirardelli cheap and forced. Cheap,
you ain't hungry.
I can't talk. Awesome.
And that is dredging up the news.
Very cool, Kathleen. Very good. What time is it? Oh, 10:20. Scott, how long you got on yours? You're going to talk about the water?
Hey, we could just pinpoint it really quick.
Right,
we'll take, let's take 10 minutes.
Okay, 9. Go for it. There's, oh, wait, no, wait.
Oh, no, you don't have to play that. We're good. No, I mean, totally, we're cool.
It's time for In the Goldfields with Scott Swiftwater Toney. Join Scott each week as he shares useful information to help you find and recover more gold. Here's Swiftwater.
Okay, whatever. That's okay. But hey, everybody, this is Swiftwater. We're out on the West Coast, and let me tell you what. Everybody out here right now, I've been seeing a lot of posts and stuff like that about the floods and stuff that are going on out here. I want to give everybody a warning and just give you a little advisory on what to do. Okay. Right now, the water's rising. So yeah, it's kind of a weird year this year in Arizona. I've not, since I've been here, I think I've seen like what they actually called the monsoon rains, but it wasn't even like this. So it's kind of funny because we're getting some winter rains up north and everything, so it floods down the creek. And when it comes to water safety, I just want everybody to just remember, if the water is moving a certain mile an hour, it's pounds per pressure against you, even the waders. It's going to wash you down the creek. Don't do it.
Right.
And I mean, I've lost, you guys, you all know I've lost equipment down the creek and stuff like that. Didn't get it up high enough. This week, I got lucky. It was like maybe I could see where the water come in and probably touch my engines by about an inch.
Mm-hmm.
But it didn't get in the oil. It didn't in the gas. I started both my motors, and they worked great. And I was like, oh, my gosh, thank goodness. But, man, it was really – my stuff was high. It filled everything that me and Ben has dug up for 4 years. 4 years. It's there's no holes left.
Okay.
They're covered. They're replaced again.
Gotcha.
And what's funny is because we've had floods before that like put fans in them, but not like this one. And then what's really good is because if we have this one right now, it's coming up right now. If that comes down through there, it's going to be that might be a gold ringer. You never know. Might be a gold mover.
Mm-hmm.
But we did find. I found a camouflage jacket in a tree. I actually found a 12 to 15, I'd say 15 foot of brand new lay flat hose in a tree that had fittings on it. And we were looking like, because our stuff was kind of safe, because we moved it up and it was safe. But we were looking for other stuff, and you wouldn't believe the stuff that we found. That I found car batteries today.
Oh, jeez.
I'm like, where did a car battery come from? Because we don't use those.
Oh, maybe somebody was using one for like an electric high banker or something.
Well, it might have been something up
Right,
river,
up
but
river,
I'll tell
right.
you,
Yeah.
they lost it.
Dang.
But we did, like I said, we found hoses. I'm like, oh man, where's those sluice boxes?
Mm-hmm.
I mean, we're kind of looking around like, hey, do you see any shiny metal anywhere?
Dang.
But the water's still pumping. I mean,
Okay.
it's like it went down a lot, but it's still pumping a lot.
Uh-huh.
I'm just surprised because you guys remember last year, I left because it was dry.
Right.
This year there is so much water. I got my 6-inch dredge up there, and me and Ben thought about, putting it together and trying it out just to find out what it's like.
Mm-hmm.
And it could be exciting, but I got a good place to set it because everything is it goes like an alluvial fan. It gets wide, so there's a lot of sand,
Right.
and the water goes slower.
Mm-hmm.
But I think it would be really cool to get into that and do it, but I don't know.
I don't know. That I don't know. It's all you, Scott.
The water, the water is nasty.
Oh, I bet.
Chocolate milk.
Mm-hmm.
So are you doing any type of mining right now, or are you just waiting it out?
I've been thinking about doing this or that, but everything and every place I want to go, if I go any farther north, it's all froze. So if you go for even metal detecting, you better have a good pick.
Okay.
Because everything's froze.
Gotcha.
So right now I'm kind of like I'm kind of stuck in the sand, whether to do this or to do that. But all my machinery, my big machinery, is down there on the claim. I still have the Gold Cradle rocket box that I can take up the mountains and stuff like that. But you can't cross the creek to get to where I want to go.
Mm-hmm.
So you're blocked off a lot.
Okay. Gotcha. So you're going to try to do a video, you said, this week, or?
Well, I'm going to try to do one, but I got one.
Safe.
Actually, I got 3 in mind, but one of them, I don't know if I can get it through or not because I'm actually back down here at the house tonight. But the water safety video, I want to do a fine panning video because a lot of people wonder how I get my gold so clean.
Okay. Maybe do a nice water,
And
water safety one would be a good idea, I think. Yeah.
The water safety one's going to be a real hard one because I have to actually be there, and which I already told her that I'm going back up there. And if I can get up there and we can get down, getting down to the water is the hard part.
Right.
I mean, it's pretty rough getting there anyway. But when it's raining, then everything's slick. That's it's tricky.
I got
But me and Ben talked about it. We was like, we could walk down there. I'm like, you know what, we could do that, because I want to really show people what like holy cow looks like going through that creek.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
And usually it's dry, so it'd be a phenomenal video. I'm just saying.
We'll see what
I
you
know.
It's
I'm
already-
looking forward to seeing a cow go down that creek. That's pretty cool.
Oh, Shad, you would not look. We come back out of the trail, and you would not. There's like 40 cows like laying around. Like, yeah, we're not going across that creek.
They're too smart. Yeah.
Yeah, they don't. It's funny. Ben's like, "Where's all these cows coming from?" I'm like, "Dude, what do you think they're gonna walk across that creek?"
Yeah, they'll wait.
He's like, "Oh, I didn't think about that." I'm like, "Yeah."
Mm-hmm.
Scott, so
Yeah.
this is a question. If you were to take a walk, like on the higher ground, not in the creek, and we're all like the water has been, going down the hills, could you find gold if you looked?
You have to. It's like, see, yeah, I know what you're saying, but it's like, it's kind of really hard.
Like you couldn't dig material up and run it through like a cleanup sluice just to see if anything I was just wondering because we like it when it floods here on the
but see the washes have to actually have gold. That's the funny thing.
Okay,
there's
I'm curious.
I think like on Ben's claim, there's like one, 2, 3. There's 3 washes that go into Ben's claim. None of those washes hold gold.
Huh.
So everything comes up above. So for us to actually go and run those little washes, it wouldn't do anything for us. They don't do it. They don't hold gold like what we want.
Okay. Interesting.
We'd have to. Yeah, you'd have to go back up. You'd have to go back up creek. I mean, right now, like I said, you could go up to where it's frozen and chip away some dirt and try to thaw it out with some water and pan it out, and you'd still be able to work. But like I said, right now, man, I'm Kathleen. We're kind of at a standstill. I mean, it's funny, but we're at a standstill.
Huh. Well, you won't be for long because that water probably resides pretty quickly, don't it?
Well, it generally does, but this one's this is keeping a kind of a nice flow to it because we get the snow up north.
Right.
And then, like right now, like today and tomorrow, they're like expecting like 21 inches in Prescott. That's crazy.
Yeah, it is. Phew, that's a lot
That's
of snow.
That's
a lot of
if
snow.
that happens, I'll be sitting here till May dredging.
Yeah, jeez, that's nuts. That's a lot of snow.
But like I said, it's just the thing is if you guys think, bottom line, if you hear somebody saying there's 1 inch of rain coming, figure on 3 inches.
Got it.
If you're out here in the West, and what's funny is because I think I seen what was it, Dennis Dayton's video that had a little flood incident going on.
Yeah.
Wasn't it?
Yeah.
Or was it Kathleen's? I don't know.
I think it was. No, it was.
I remember I seen one.
It was Dennis's when he was
Yeah.
somewhere down there 1 year.
Yeah.
Or something.
Do not trust your weather guy. He will tell you it's going to rain, but he's not going to be exact on how much.
Nice. Cool. Well,
So
see you
just like I said, move it up high. Just be smart. If you're like me, we have our equipment down there. A lot of the rock crawler guys and the full wheelers and stuff like that. They knew who we are for years, and we kind of leave our stuff down there and we cover it up, and they know what it is, and they don't mess with it and stuff. But man, you guys, if you do that, move it up high, because the next 3 days it's going to be like Noah's Ark.
All right. Very cool. Well, do a video if you can, Scott. Okay. That'd be cool.
I hope so.
All right.
It'd be awesome.
If you can, do it. Post it on the site. And on that,
You
Scott,
got it.
thank you very much, brother. We appreciate it. Great job. On that note, we're going to go ahead and wrap it up and call it a night. We want to thank everybody for tuning in tonight. And as always, we'll be back Sunday at 7 o'clock. Or whatever.
7:30.
I know, I'm tired.
Oh, yeah. And by the way,
Uh-huh.
Good night, Gold Digger.
good night, gold diggers.
Yep, we're out of here. Good night, everybody.
Good night.
Be sure to tune in next Sunday at 7:30 for another great show. For updates and more info, please go to www.prospectorsradio.com.